The year is 1756. Drums of war echo across 3 continents. Europe, North America, and Asia brace themselves for a conflict of unprecedented scale, the 7 Years' War. From the forests of North America to the plains of India, empires clash. This is not just a European war, its impact will be felt around the globe. The 7 Years' War will redefine the balance of power and shape the destiny of nations. The world watches as age-old rivalries ignite. Colonial ambitions fuel the flames of conflict. The stakes are high and the consequences will reverberate for generations to come. This is a story of ambition, strategy, and the human cost of global conflict. It is a journey into the heart of the 7 Years' War, a war that changed the course of history. Europe in the mid-18th century was a cauldron of ambition. Great powers eyed each other with suspicion, their rivalry a powder keg waiting to explode. Austria, seeking to regain lost prestige, hungered for Silesia, a territory Prussia had seized. France and Britain, locked in a global struggle for colonial dominance, viewed each other with growing distrust. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, tensions simmered in the vast forests and fertile valleys of North America. British colonists, eager to expand westward, clashed with French fur traders and their Native American allies. The Ohio Valley became a focal point of contention, a tinderbox ready to ignite a continental war. In the distant land of India, the British East India Company and its French counterpart, the Compagnie des Indes Orientales, competed for control of lucrative trade routes and alliances with local rulers. The stage was set for a global confrontation fueled by colonial ambitions and European rivalries. As the storm clouds gathered, a complex web of alliances emerged, driven by political expediency and centuries-old enmities. France, Austria, and Russia found common cause against Prussia and Great Britain. This powerful alliance sought to curtail Prussian ambition and diminish British influence. Great Britain, facing a formidable coalition, found a crucial ally in Frederick the Great of Prussia. Frederick, a brilliant military strategist, was determined to defend his kingdom against all odds. The stage was set for a grand clash of empires. On one side stood the Franco-Austrian-Russian alliance, a formidable force seeking to reshape the European order. On the other side, the Anglo-Prussian alliance, united by necessity and a shared determination to resist the ambitions of their rivals. The fate of nations hung in the balance, as the world held its breath and braced for the inevitable clash of arms. Section 4. European Battlegrounds, a Theatre of War. The 7 Years' War erupted in Europe, its battlefields stretching from the fields of Saxony to the forests of Prussia. Frederick the Great, facing overwhelming odds, proved to be a military genius, employing innovative tactics and maneuvering his troops with astonishing speed and precision. The Battle of Rosbach in 1757 became a testament to Frederick's military acumen. Outnumbered by the combined forces of France and Austria, Frederick launched a devastating surprise attack. His oblique order of attack, a daring maneuver that concentrated his forces on a weak point in the enemy lines, shattered the Franco-Austrian army and secured a decisive victory for Prussia. Rosbach became a turning point in the war, solidifying Frederick's reputation as a military mastermind and bolstering Prussian morale. Section 5, the French and Indian War, North America in flames. Across the Atlantic, the North American theatre of the 7 Years' War, known as the French and Indian War, raged with equal ferocity. The vast wilderness became a battleground as British and French forces, along with their Native American allies, clashed in a brutal struggle for control of the continent. The early years of the war favoured France. French forces, aided by their Native American allies, inflicted costly defeats on the British, capturing Fort Oswego and Fort William Henry. The fall of Fort William Henry in particular became infamous for the alleged massacre of British prisoners by Native American warriors allied with the French. However, the tide began to turn as British Prime Minister William Pitt the Elder committed more resources and troops to the North American conflict.